Oh, finally. This is the third part of the All Day Vapers presents Vapelux series, and I'm very, 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 very pleased to announce that I have finally found a fruit flavoured e-liquid that I can rave about. Remember the stylish little cool bottles of Vapelux? Well, today, the final episode, we have pomegranate and citrus. Wow, I love pomegranate. I really, really do. It's always been one of my favourite fruits, and it's quite hard to get into. But I can do loads of stuff with pomegranate. And again, I've been testing these liquids thoroughly. But out of the three, this is without a doubt my absolute favourite. Pomegranate, if you don't know, is kind of one of the sweetest fruits you can get. Really, in large amounts, can be quite sickly. And what I think is very, very clever that Vapelux have done here, because I've never ever seen a pomegranate and citrus e-liquid, so they've balanced this really, really well, because you do get the very, very sweet sickliness of the pomegranate, but you also get it really, really nicely balanced out with the citrus flavour, which is it's a bit acidic and a bit bitter, and it really, really works. Oh, it's making me salivate just using this liquid. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, this, because it's pomegranate in itself can be a really, really sharp taste. But wow, I'm absolutely blown away when I come back, because at the moment I've got so many e-liquids to review. I feel a bit daft buying any. My shelf is stacking up with e-liquids that I've got to get through, and I'm kind of promising myself that until this series of reviews is done, I'm not going to move on to buying any new ones. I'm going to kind of play the hand that I'm dealt, so to speak, for now. And when I looked on Vapelux and I thought, you know what, I'll give them a try, I'll get in touch with them, see if they'd like their stuff reviewed. I knew that I was going to, even then, that I was a little bit apprehensive, because they are fruity flavours, and if you've watched the first two parts of this series, you'll know they're really, really not my cup of tea. Now, I was still very impressed with the first two e-liquids I tried. We had the apple and blackcurrant, or the cider flavoured one as I thought it was, and we had watermelon, cherry and grape, which is the one that everyone loved, except me. I liked it, and for a fruity flavour, it was by far one of the best e-liquids I've ever tried. Premium, solid, quality e-liquids. It's not a patch on this though. This, if I had to pick one out of three to recommend, this would absolutely be the one. You get really, really, really nice sweet flavours from it, and I'm not just saying that, I'm not being paid to say this, but it is absolutely top dollar. Again, I think you're looking at $3.99 or $4.99 for a bottle. And I think that is a standard sort of price for e-liquids. Some you buy and you think, God, they're a bit rubbish, really are. And some you think, that's really cheap, or that's overpriced. But I think Vapelux, if you're watching this and if you are interested in knowing how you could maybe improve, sell bigger bottles, sell dripper bottles as well, maybe. The majority of the e-liquids on the market are these kind of standard bottles, but I'm sure if you are a vaper yourself, you're seeing more and more drippers on the market, and as the market changes and people are buying bigger and stupider tanks like me, I'm quite that way inclined. People need more and more e-liquid, and for me 10 mils runs out so quick. I'd say the average for me, I go through about 6-7 mils a day, so if I had a little bottle of this I'd be quite disappointed, because it would be gone very, very quickly. And it's not hard to make bigger bottles, not at all. And obviously you can do a discount price, you know, the more you buy. That would be what I would have to say, because if I bought a 20 or 30 ml bottle of this, I would be very, very happy. Because like a lot of people, I carry around a lot of liquids in my bag. And it's always a bit of a pain, I think, when you have to replace a coil or change the wicking. When you run out of a bottle, and people would say, yeah, so why don't you just buy 3 bottles? And I think, well, I like a bigger bottle because I like to be able to see how much I've used. I like to be able to see how long it's got left. Particularly if you have got that all-day vape, you just want a bottle on your shelf, and you want to be able to move on there. I don't think it's going to be that hard for any company to do, really. Especially not a kind of stylish company that Vapelux is. Kind of incorporating the other 2 reviews that I've done, the thing I found about Vapelux is that the fruity flavours are actually fruity flavours. And if you don't know what I mean by this, try any other fruit flavoured e-liquid on the market. What you'll find is that a lot of them, and I'm not saying all of them or even most of them, but a great deal of them tastes kind of like it's got like a boiled sweet flavour to it, and for me that's not really what I look for in an e-liquid. I look for solid flavours, unique flavours even, and something to get talking about, because you know we vapers are very sad and we like to chat about our e-liquids and what have you. And these are absolute bang on the mark, they really are. Out of the 3, when I was testing this amongst my friends, people were saying they didn't like it. And I think that was probably because they didn't like pomegranate. I've never seen pomegranate in an e-liquid before, but I really hope I see some more of them on the market. I want to try them all. But again, just really, really clever Vapelux. Because you've put one of my favourite flavours in an e-liquid, but I think if I was vaping purely pomegranate e-liquid, I would get really, really sick after a while. Because I love the flavour, but it's too much in excess. So with the citrus flavoured, you've got, I mean, your palate changes obviously, but I can definitely taste lemon and lime. I can't taste orange. There's orange on the bottle. I'm not getting a hint of orange at all, but I think that's just my palate. I'm getting the pomegranate, absolute solid. You can see the e-liquid as well. It's a lovely pomegranate red flavour, which is a nice touch as well. Really, really smooth throat it. Not really for the mouth belongers. Not that I think I would want to on a fruit flavoured liquid anyway. Smooth throat it. Absolute oodles of clouds. Obviously varies whatever device you're using. Really, really solid. I want to say natural flavours. They actually taste like the fruit. I taste like I'm, taste like I'm biting into a pomegranate right now, which is absolutely beautiful. This liquid makes me very happy. I'm going to sum up Vapelux. Really, really pleased with the e-liquids. Again, they all come in these cool little black styled sheesh bottles, all 10 milligrams. Not 10 milligrams, 10 millilitres. You can choose your variant strengths, which is nice. Downside, I'd maybe like to have the option to choose a PG-VG mix. A lot of companies offer that now. And when you don't, you sort of feel like you're getting a liquid from a huge batch, which isn't always, what you want really. I'd like to see bigger bottles, maybe glass stripper bottles. I think with that styling, I think that would look absolutely fantastic. Other than that, I don't think I've really... Oh, and I'd like to see the PG-VG mix on the bottle. Perhaps it's there, but oh God, the writing is so tiny. Yeah, I've just been very, very stupid. It actually is there. Maybe a little bit bigger, maybe up on the front. It's taken me the 3rd part of this series to get to it. It's right under the ingredients list. I was right. It's quite a high mix of PG as opposed to VG. It's 80 PG and 20 VG. Now that is, I don't know if you can see that on the right hand side, tiny writing. I couldn't read that really without my glasses. I've had to strain to see it. I'd like to see it big and solid underneath the milligram. That's what I'd like to see. Other than that, if you're a fruit fanatic, if those are the e-liquids you like, then look no further. I would say go to Vapelux. Again, that's just my recommendation. You know, don't follow it if you don't want to. That's personally, if that was my cup of tea, that's what I'd do. And I'm certainly, once I get through my liquids, I'm going back and buying some more of this red, delicious liquid. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks again, Vapelux. You can find all the liquids at vapelux.com.